Welcome to NBA basketball. This is 2K Sports bringing it to you live. Wednesday in the NBA. It's going to be the New Orleans Hornets up against Monte Ellis and the Golden State Warriors. And now it's game time. To call the action, here are Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. I'll be back with the HP Halftime Report.
And 2K Sports welcomes you to the NBA with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan. We're glad you're aboard. We're live from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. It's the Golden State Warriors. Now the opening lineup for the New Orleans Hornets. They've got Carl Landry. Gordon is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Okafor in at the 5 spot. And for Golden State, Monte and Curry in the backcourt. Jarrell Wright is out there with David Lee. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot.
It's well known throughout the league, guys, that the Oracle Arena fans are amongst the most loyal in the league. This team has been in the top half of the league in attendance for the last 7 seasons now.
Here's Jack. He dishes it to Okafor. Working on Lee. That's good.
First points of the game right there.
The first to strike there. Nice hoop.
And the new owners haven't dismissed the possibility of moving the Warriors to San Francisco in 2017 when their lease expires at Oracle. That would be an interesting time.
Well, this is a team that has enjoyed such great fan support over the years without a lot of success on the court. Yet these fans in the Bay Area continue to come and support this Warriors team night in and night out.
We'll go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Monty Williams.
Kevin, I asked him what, other than the typical offensive-defensive matchups, might make a major difference. Here today, he said we need to respect their rebounding talent and always be aware of where their big men are when the shot goes up. We'll see if they respond to that challenge and take it on, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thank you.
It's not necessarily an overlooked part of the game, but rebounding can affect everything else you do. I really don't like what I'm seeing their last couple of possessions, Kevin. That's 2 turnovers in a row, careless turnovers at that.
They're getting a little casual with the ball. They've got to nip that in the bud right now. You know, guys, I thought Carl Landry was poised to become a major factor for the Kings when he was traded there from Houston a couple of seasons ago, but really didn't work out. And then last year he was swapped to the Hornets, but Landry can be a very effective player out there.
Just 5 to shoot. And Jack kicks to Gordon. Ellis knocks it away, and it's the Warriors' ball. Takes it right up, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, that should be a rule. No layups. Protect the paint. Make them earn every point.
Yeah, I think that's just tough, hard-nosed, smash-mouth basketball. Make your opponent earn their points from the line. Don't give up any layups.
With a switch, the Hornets. Smith has checked in. And back to Landry. His production stayed just about the same between Sacramento and New Orleans.
You love that consistency. He's the kind of guy, a rotation player, who can be effective off the bench or as a starter. And his production really took a big jump in the playoffs, even though because he scored a lot more for the Hornets. They gave the Lakers all they wanted in that first round.
And the Hornets were missing West, so it was a great fit for Landry to be there.
Excellent point,
already.
He had an opportunity and took advantage of it.
Puts it up. Ellis can't get it to go.
Not a bad look, though. You like his chances to make that one.
You sure do, but he can't hit them all.
From deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. Ellis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
That's how it works. Your defense feeds into the offense.
Yeah, excellent work, I thought. Solid work on both ends in that particular sequence. He's really one of those guys that you just have to sit back and really appreciate, fellas. I mean, he is a marvelous offensive player.
Here's Thompson, and the layup is good.
He's so graceful around the rim. Sometimes you forget how strong he is.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Some changes for Golden State. Andres Biedrins is checked in for Lee, and Al Thornton subbed in for Thompson. Carl Landry's checked in for New Orleans. Warriors leading by 4.
And you know what, guys? Even though the Hornets did not take the Lakers down in the playoffs, they gave them a healthy scare. Their backcourt is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. That's why they've been given the green light every time they touch the ball.
That first time out of the game called for New Orleans. More on the Hornets. A lot of people thought the Lakers would roll right by them. Steve, they thought that LA would sweep them.
Yeah, and it took 6 games for the Lakers to get past them. New Orleans gave them all they could handle. Chris Paul just diced that Laker defense. And that was a good series. Really well played and hard fought.
Curry outside. Another three for Golden State.
Well, another uncontested three there. They've got to make some kind of an adjustment. I mean, they're giving up way too many open threes.
Well, the last 5 hoops, 3 have come off wide open three-pointers, Clark. So it's one thing to give up one, but you start giving three-pointers up in bunches, you're in big trouble.
Thornton, no good.
Boy, the defense just backing off, begging him to take that shot.
Ariza kicks to Landry. Funny shot. And it's New Orleans scoring again. And we've got an injury out on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Boy, you hate to see this, Clark.
You sure do. I mean, tough to tell how bad it is just yet. Hopefully not too serious.
And some changes here for the Warriors. David Lee checked in for Wright. Thompson comes in for Al Thornton. And it's Rush in for Monte Ellis. New Orleans also making some changes. Aaron Gray is checked in for Okafor. And Will Green is subbed in for Eric Gordon.
Kevin, Stephen Curry was the 7th pick in the 2009 draft, and if they did that over, he might be the 2nd pick. I mean, he's a terrific shooter and good potential as a playmaker. I think the Warriors got a steal.
Time call here. The Hornets decide to talk it over. Talking about the future of Steph Curry, Clark. He joined Team USA for the World Championships in 2010. And to make the team after just his rookie season, Steve, a very impressive distinction.
Yeah, winning a gold medal. What an experience that was for Steph Curry and for a Warriors organization that hasn't had an all-star in almost 15 years. Curry represents the future of that franchise.
Here's Jack following the basket by Stephen Curry. Outside, Green. And another three for New Orleans.
He had his head up and was looking to make that pass all the way. You love that unselfishness.
The tray. And another three for Golden State.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
And they've been on fire offensively as a result, Clark.
Here's Jack, guarded by Curry. Here's Landry, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Boy, I like the fluidity I'm seeing from them on offense. It's a thing of beauty. Fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. They're moving the ball well, finding the open man, making that extra pass. They're playing very unselfishly right now.
Count the bucket. Thompson's got 7 points.
And you have to like the way they've started out offensively.
Yeah, I like the way they put together basket after basket, consecutive hoops, and As a result, they put together a nice lead here.
Puts up a prayer. No good. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. The Warriors on top, up by 10.
And I thought the key to that first quarter, guys, was the turnovers they faced with that aggressive defense.
Well, the defense, as you said, Steve, has been really aggressive, and it's paid off for them a few times already.
It's more NBA coming your way. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. Here's Law.
Well, it was a good bounce-back year for the Hornets a season ago, making the playoffs and finishing in the 7th spot in the West, but they did not play particularly well away from home, finishing under 500.
So the Hornets 5 right now. Willie Green out there with Marcus Banks. Then there's Jason Smith. Then it's Okafor. And it's Ariza in at the small forward position. The shot's good from Banks. And Clark, back to the Hornets that Steve was just talking about, win a few more games on the road. Maybe they don't have to see a team like the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, regardless of that, though, they shouldn't be below 500 on the road if they're serious about making a run at the NBA title. You've got to be able to win games on the road.
That drops.
And now 6 of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, David Lee, a great rebounder, versatile offensively, a great passer. But he said, the thing I want to continue to improve on is my defense. I've shown at times that I'm capable of doing a good job on big-time players. I think that my defense has gotten better, but I've got a long way to go. There are things I need to improve on, and I'm going to continue to do that. With his work ethic, guys, no doubt he will.
Thanks, Doris.
And that's really how you become a great all-around player. I mean, you can't be blind to your weaknesses. You have to acknowledge them and then work to improve it.
Rush gets the bucket. Rush has got his first 2 points.
Well, it's hard to set up your D when you've just turned it over at the other end.
Yeah, a lot of points have been given up here, Steve, by way of turnovers. And their defense has just been short-circuited by their offense.
And the Warriors with some changes. Terrell Wright's checked in for Beatrice. Ellis comes in for Brandon Rush. And Steph Curry is subbed in for AC Law. New Orleans also making some changes. Carl Landry's checked in for Jason Smith. Pondexter comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Gordon in for Willie Green. Here's Banks. And Curry picks him up defensively. Landry in the post. He's against Lee. A look from Gordon. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Gordon's got 7 points. Here's Ellis. He has 6.
Known for being an upbeat and energetic guy in Portland, Monty Williams brought that same attitude over to New Orleans. You have to think that outlook helped in making the postseason, even when dealing with a lot of injuries.
It's tipped.
Anticipating that pass so well. Beautifully done.
Gordon. Here's Banks. He's guarded by Ellis. Goes up. Warriors leading by 10. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go. He's got 9.
Probably time to bring an extra defender, change up the defense a little bit.
Well, Steve, he's been so good. I think they got to take the ball out of his hands right now.
Here's Banks. Takes the 3. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 5 points now this quarter. Great thought there, Clark, on Williams. After the Hornets missed the playoffs, Steve, in 2010, they needed his upbeat attitude. And you won't find a better character guy among head coaches in the NBA. He is a terrific individual.
I agree, Kevin. He was a perfect fit for that Hornets team. He's a really good guy. He's a good, solid coach. Worked with Nate McMillan over the years in Portland, as you mentioned, Clark. And I think he brought that experience, put it to use, and did an excellent job with the Hornets.
And Landry throws it down.
He made sure everybody saw that slam, Kevin. Stayed on the rim for a little while extra.
Maybe he wanted to give his legs a little rest there, Clark.
Backing down is right. Over Landry. Again, Golden State.
They're just trying to get out and outrun their opponent. That's exactly what's happening.
And I like the way the game plan is working quite nicely right now. I mean, they're running right by him and racking up a bunch of fast break points.
He's having a very inefficient game, guys. 5 turnovers now, and those are just wasted possessions.
And that one's good. Right. Here's Jack. 1:11 left in the first half.
And the Warriors have had very little success over the last 15 years or so, but they've got new ownership in place, so there's hope. They've got some good young talent. They've manufactured their cap situation, and they're trying to bring in as many good players as possible. I think this has a chance to be an excellent franchise.
Here's Landry. Hammers it home.
No reason to get fancy. Just keep it simple. Like pound cake, a basic throwdown.
No need for theatrics, right?
That's right.
That's right. No 360 necessary there. Nothing fancy. I'll tell you what, he's draining the 3-ball at will, guys.
Yeah, and he is, and they got to find a way to get out there on him.
Strong thoughts there, Steve. Ironically, for the Warriors, some of the best moves the Warriors have made recently didn't involve a trade at all, like Monte Ellis, for instance. Clark, he was supposedly going to Memphis.
Kevin, you're exactly right. I mean, sometimes the best move is no move, and they need to keep adding talent, but you got to manage your money wisely. You got to be smart and creative. You're going to trade away a key player. You better make sure you get significant value in return.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second. Violation. And the technical free throw is good. "15 seconds left here in the second. Now Jack. He kicks to Gordon. Ellis gets the reach-in call. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Gordon. Blocked. And the first half is now in the books.
How about Steph Curry in this one? He has 12 points, and he has picked a lot of pockets tonight.
causing so much frustration for this offense.
Warriors lead by 15.
Hello and welcome to this Wednesday edition of the HP Halftime Report. The Golden State Warriors are ahead against New Orleans. It's been a scintillating open court attack. They hold a major advantage in fast break points. Stephen Curry with an amazing start. How's that for a shooting percentage? 100. Yes, 100% from the court. Not too bad. And giving it their all, the New Orleans Hornets. They've played gritty D and have been hauling in the defensive rebounds. They've gotten some great minutes out of Eric Gordon. He's been so hard to guard. You give him room on the perimeter, he'll pop the three. You get up on him, he'll blow by you for the rim. These two have been the stars so far today, both leading their teams in scoring. Thanks for tuning in here. Now we go back there. Kevin Harlan and the 2K Sports crew start at third quarter.
Welcome back to the Big O, as they call it out here in the Bay Area. Oracle Arena, the longest serving arena in the NBA. Here's Curry. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Monte and Curry in the backcourt. Thompson is out there with Terrell Wright. And it's Lee in at the center position.
You know, Monte Ellis, he's a great scorer, but he also brings to mind the illustrated man. Got plenty of tattoos. He's pretty much all covered, especially on those arms.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, the Golden State Warriors have added a living legend in Jerry West, brought on board as an advisor to the Warriors. West said he plans on being more than just a figurehead and will voice his opinions freely, saying, "I would tell you, I'm no shrinking violet. I'm not. If you don't want my opinion, don't ask." I would hope our conversation would stimulate and get everybody thinking about what's in the best interest of this team. The Warriors guys will continue to benefit from Jerry West's presence.
Doris, thank you as always. No doubt about it, Jerry West is going to speak his mind.
You can't argue with West's pedigree. I mean, he's a proven winner.
Gathers, and there's Stephen Curry on the assist from Monte Ellis. 17 points for Steph Curry. Well, Spark says Monte Ellis was asked how many tattoos he's had. He said he lost count at 18. I believe him, Steve. I know you've got 20, 25 yourself. I heard you're the same tattoo guy or not?
Yeah, same guy. And, you know, I got a dragon on my back this year. And it's probably my favorite tattoo that I've got. Here, I'll show it to you right here.
Here's Gordon. 11 points in the game. Lee gets called for the reach. That's his first foul. Here's Gordon. 19-point game. Picked up by Ellis. Lee with the steal. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Defense wasn't able to get back fast.
Enough to contest. Well, they were caught flat-footed after committing the turnover that time, guys. You know, when you look at the Warriors, guys, I mean, they might not have won quite as many games last season as they would have hoped, but the word is that the chemistry on the team really improved last season.
Here's Jack. He has 5. Ewing Jr. and blocked. but they'll get another chance. Here's Ariza. Makes the most of the high percentage shot.
Good start for this offense. They're shooting 3 of 4 now from the field, so offense in a good groove.
That's a good point about the chemistry, Steve. How valuable can that be to a team?
Well, you know, chicken or the egg, Kevin. I mean, good chemistry leads to wins, but wins lead to good chemistry as well. So this is all about building momentum for the future if you're Golden State. It's not a one-year thing. It's trying to build a strong foundation over the next decade or so.
Here's Curry. 17 points in the game. Here's Wright. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Wright's got 9.
Yeah, you can tell they're getting frustrated defensively out here. All these three-pointers falling.
Yeah, Steve, they're ready to throw their hands up. You can see it. The frustration is very visible. I mean, when you spread the floor and shoot the three the way they've done here in the second half, it's really hard to defend. When you see somebody having a game like this from a turnover standpoint, it's almost impossible to win as a team.
Outside Curry. Curry with the steal. Goes up. Pushes it down to finish the break.
You know, his athleticism kind of sneaks up on you. Forget about how athletic he is until he makes a play like that.
What a powerful move to the hoop, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Kind of catches you off guard, doesn't it? Because he's got those little legs, and then all of a sudden, bam, he just explodes.
And stolen by Wright.
It's plain and simple. Trailing like this, you've got to make the most of every possession.
Yeah, they've given up a number of points off turnovers. That's a major area of concern for this coaching staff.
Now here's Lee. He passes it to Wright for the three, and another three for Golden State.
Tell you what, with the three-pointers flowing, this defense is really struggling.
Yeah, it's a big differential in points off of threes, and they've got to do a better job of closing out defensively.
Here's Jeff. 7 points in the game. Will it go? And then it'll go. Slam. It in.
And that was set up brilliantly with that pass.
Tremendous presence of mind on the move that time.
Wasted no time on that. Crew's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Jeff. Guarded by Curry. Curry is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul. Different look here for the Warriors. Udo's checked in for Lee. Thornton comes in for Thompson. And in rush, he's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's AC Law in for Steph Curry. Carl Landry's checked in for the Hornets. Pondexter comes in for Trevor Ariza.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they come back and win. The offensive efficiency has been really important. I think that's got the difference.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty simplistic, but it does oftentimes come down to this, making shots. And that's what they've done.
Boy, this is scary. You get a score rolling like this, you're in some trouble.
Yeah, you can't leave a guy like that on an island. I mean, you got to bring some help.
Stolen by Landry. By himself. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Hey, don't let that size just get the rim as good as anybody.
Well, he doesn't mess around once he gets to that. Sure.
Now, guys, he loves to throw it down with some style.
It's stolen by Jay. Pass away. Here they come. A finish. The dunk and the foul. Powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more to watch.
Contact, knocked it down, and now they'll get a free throw.
Boy, that's a nice finish right there. I mean, he didn't give up on that shot. He got hit.
Free throw on Jay. Here's one.
That's a little momentum.
Yeah, you got to make sure you take advantage of that last possession. You don't want to squander that.
And at the end of the third quarter, what usually is one way already if they decide. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
That's one thing to get to the rim, and that's another finish. When you get there, he's got both.
Yeah, in the first quarter, I mean, he's done a great job of being able to completely play at the rim, finishing drive.
The Warriors on top, delivering the ball. Now we'll get one moment in the sense of the Warriors first burst. Look at the game. Presented by Warriors.
It seems like when it's on bottom and he has some man answers as their defense has been airtight in this last half. The whole atmosphere of the game changed our lockdown defense. Let's see if they continue.
Okay, thank you. I thought it stirred some momentum that got them all on a good run.
Got all the way through the floor. Able to keep people there, guys.
So the Hornets fine right now. Jack is out there really. That's over. That is the season down there. And it's the reason. In a small point. By Green. She'll come in there. And the Warriors take 3-2. Like a bad window washer. 3-3 shooter. I mean, that's definitely one of those runs right now. He's 14 years old. There's no question. He keeps possession. Here's Williams. And has to rush. Drives it up there. And then they get in the way. Look like the alley-oop kept that time. Back Green. That's another mistake he made. They got him all the time. They totally ejected. And it's the Warriors with the ball. From three-point range. And ball misses. That's his first foul. From Chambers or Golden State. Top city objective for Utah. Ellis comes in from Brandon Rush. And Scott Curry stepped in easy long. All the Hornets also changing it up. Aaron Gray checked in for Rooker. Helen comes in for whatever reason. And it's
Wide open threes have been their undoing. You have to locate shooters and get a hand up.
Yep, you do, Steve. And even if it means having their assigned defenders staying at home on three-point shooters, I mean, that would be a worthwhile strategy to pursue because you don't want to give good shooters open threes.
And here is Jack. Back Green. So all the run. Gets it to go. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
No, not the best defensive scheme, and it results in a wide open look.
Ellis outside. Gets Takes it to Thompson. Downtown. And the shot is good.
Well, you can see it. They're getting into it. They're a little mano-a-mano over here. One up and just taking it.
Hornets trying to talk it over.
In a tough Western Conference, the Hornets were able to hold their own. And they were able to carve out a winning record against Western opponents.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andres Beatrice is checked in for Thompson. He comes in for Reggie Williams. Charlie Bell's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Rush in for Steph Curry. Here's Banks. 18 feet away, and the basket by Gordon. You're right, Steve. Back to the Hornets. Clark, what a start it was for them with a brand new coach last year, undefeated the first 8 games.
How about 11-1 in the first 12? They really were the big surprise early on. They eventually settled back down to earth, but that play in November was a big part of them getting back to the playoffs.
There's Bellinelli. There's the triple. It's good from Gordon. And the assist by Bellinelli. 18 points for Eric Gordon.
He's been producing all night. It's up to the rest of his team to start kicking in a little bit.
It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And one thing you heard about David Lee in his first year with the Warriors is how much he brought to the table in terms of leadership and work ethic. Loves to play this game, and it's so important to have a guy like that on your team to really set the tone for the rest of the young players.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Carl Landry's checked in for Pondexter. Reza comes in for Marco Bellinelli. And Jerry Jack is subbed in for Marcus Banks. Rush dishes the lead. And stolen by Ariza. Even numbers. Beatrice with the steal. And Rush kicks the lead. Okafor with the steal. Shaq with it. Outside Gordon. Right side Gordon. Fires from the wing. That's good. Gordon's got 9 points now in just the second half. And getting back the lead for a team with a lot of youth. What Lee brought was just invaluable in that sense.
Kevin, we can never overstate the value of professionalism coupled with production. And that's what David Lee brought to the Warriors. He's productive, he's consistent, and he's a pro in how he goes about his work. Yep.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Terrell Wright's checked in for Beatrice. Thompson comes in for Alford. Monte Ellis, he's checked in for Charlie Bell. And Steph Curry subbed in for Brandon Wright. Wright pulled in. Outside Curry. Ariza covering. Curry kicks to Wright. The feed now to Ellis. Deflected. Stolen by Gordon.
Well, it's too bad after such an efficient first half. He's starting to turn the ball over here in the second. Yeah, going straight to the hoop, attacking the whole way.
Yeah, nice finish. Cap that break off in style.
Ellis outside. The three. Gets it to go.
Man, that's going to do it. I mean, this thing is pretty much over. They played well.
Well, it has been a bit anticlimactic the end of the game, but sometimes that's the way it goes.
Now, here's Thompson. Now the dish to Curry. Jacks up a three, and there's Ellis. That's good on the assist by Curry.
I think that may do it here. They're trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Well, just adding to the lead as we approach the final buzzer.
Jack, and it's New Orleans scoring again. On offense, here are the Warriors. Lee, left side. Pulls it up. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
And this one's pretty much wrapped up.
And they know it. I mean, took care of business. Chalk it up as a W, Steve.
Now Jack. No good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. Some days, Clark, everything goes right for a team, and they just had one of those games.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great all-around basketball game here.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Monte Ellis.